Uh, I think you've been to. I guess where have you been already here in Puerto Rico? You went to. You went to Dorado. Okay.
Isabella.
Royal Isabella.
Real Mar.
Bahia. Okay, very good. Well, those are just a few of our golf courses, and most of them are. We should have an incremental demand of the high-end market, that a new high-end market that at some point in time stopped coming to Puerto Rico, probably in the after 2004, when the Rock Resort Hyatt in Dorado closed back in 2004. So with new products such as the W Hotel in Vieques, the San Regis at Bahia Beach, and the Ritz-Carlton Reserve in Dorado, which is the actually is a $342 million investment project. We should have incremental demand from the high-end market. So right now, Puerto Rico has over 14,300 rooms that are endorsed by the government. We have another 5,000 rooms that are not endorsed by the government. So endorsed rooms means that they need to meet a minimum requirement for a standard of quality level, so that the government can promote those facilities. Number one. Number two, that they can also receive incentives. We have the Tourism and Development Incentive Law that was originally created in 1994 in order to generate more room inventory in Puerto Rico. And from 1994, after it was established, to 1998, Puerto Rico increased its room inventory by 50%, from 8,000 rooms to 12,000 rooms. Now we have, right now, 14,300, and by the end of 2012, 2013, we should have well over 15,000 rooms. And we should be, if not the only, one of the few islands in the Caribbean that will have a new product completed, right after this financial crisis. I don't know if there are any other islands that are developing high-end products during the recession, and the Ritz-Carlton Reserve is one of the examples. $342 million, and we started construction a year and a half ago, right in the middle of the economic recession. So it speaks a lot about the investors' trust in Puerto Rico, and the faith that they have deposited in our island and in the way that we do business. So in terms of golf, we are integrating golf to business, but on the leisure side to our high-end products, especially the new products that are being developed. We started a marketing and promotion campaign back in October, and will run all the way until June. It should be one of the longest promotional campaigns in the last decade, and it has really produced a lot of positive results. According to Smith Travel Research, we are right now the second island in occupancy after Curacao. And the fourth, and San Juan is the fourth city with the largest occupancy rate in the Americas. The numbers that we just received from Star Report from January is that our occupancy levels are at 70%, 69.9%. That's 3.7% higher than January of last year. So we are in the middle of the economic recovery in our tourism sector. 2011 showed the three matrix, ADRs, the average daily rate, the revenue per available room, and the occupancy levels with positive numbers compared to 2010 and 2009. So 2011 really started to show the levels of recovery after the financial crisis. So in terms of niche segments, niche markets, we're putting a lot of, we're investing a lot of resources in our adventure and nature segments. Something that we had not done before. We had not done in the past, other than just promoting our rainforest, which is the only tropical rainforest protected by the United States Forest Service. And now we are putting a lot of emphasis in promoting nature and adventure. We see a lot of our travelers are making decisions, are adventurers, and they love to go scuba diving, go hiking. We have one of the longest zip lines in the world. It's in the middle of the mountain in Orocovis, in a town called Orocovis, and it's called Toro Verde. I don't know if you've been there. I don't know if we're gonna. No, we're not taking them to Oro. Just go.
How long is the zip line? 1 mile.
It's 1 mile. It's 1 mile long and over 800. I think it's 857 feet long. So tall, yeah.
You been on it?
No, I haven't.
Let's do it.
I haven't yet. So if anyone wants to join me.
Let's go today. Let's go this afternoon. First time I ever did on the land, it pushed me out because I'd probably be like, okay, go.
That long zip line is called the Beast, and you fly like like Superman. So it's from what I hear, it's a lot of fun. But and I don't know if you've read about our bioluminescent bays. There are 8 bio bays in the world, and Puerto Rico we have 3, but one of them is fading. So we have we promote 2 of them. One is very close to here. It's called Las Cabezas de San Juan in Fajardo. It's located in Fajardo. And the other one is Mosquito Bay in the offshore municipality of Vieques. And what you do, especially if there is a moonless night, you go, and these are microorganisms that when you have contact with the water, it lights up.
Yeah.
It lights up.
Like Rennion or something like Rennion in the ocean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of surreal when you just go into the water and there's light. It lights up. So it is something very interesting, or a lot of our visitors enjoy, and that's part of our nature and adventure side. In terms of our history, San Juan is the oldest city within the United States, and we showcase our historic sites, historic buildings in Old San Juan. I don't know if you've been already to Old San Juan.
No.
Are we taking them to Old San Juan? Yes.
There's something on Sunday.
Somewhere on Sunday. Okay, very good. So you get to see some of the contrast of 500-year-old structures and our current modern structures here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, it is the oldest city. So actually, that's one of our slogans. Actually, last year, come to the oldest city, and also in the United States, you're only 3.5 hours away. Which actually, let me talk to you a little bit about air access, which is very important for our consumers. We're 3.5 hours away from New York, 2.5 hours away from Miami, 4.5 hours away from both Dallas and Chicago, and we have non-stop flights. Actually, we have over 290 over 450 weekly non-stop flights from major U.S. cities to San Juan. And we are increasing our air access from all of the airlines. JetBlue right now is the largest air carrier in terms of number of seats. American used to be number one. As you know, American Airlines is going through a restructuring process, and it's at the end of they have a strategic plan which is called Vision 2020, and it calls for servicing of 5 hubs in the U.S.: New York, Miami, Chicago, Dallas, and L.A. And American has increased its services to Miami, New York, and Dallas from San Juan. But we have service from Delta, Continental, US Air, AirTran, Southwest with its partnership or takeover of AirTran, and we started nonstop service from Toronto with WestJet. We have service from British Airways for the first time in 10 years, and non-stop service out of Frankfurt, Germany, into San Juan with Condor, Air Condor. So at the international level, we are focusing in Europe in our primary markets, which are Spain, Germany, and the UK. I'm sorry? We have non-stop flights out of Germany, from Frankfurt. That's twice a week with Condor, twice a week with British Airways. That's not a non-stop. It's direct via Antigua. And Iberia, which is the national air carrier of Spain, we have. Okay, and we have 3. No, we have 3 weekly flights, and during the summer they usually add an additional flight. With the economy, the way the economy is going in Spain, I don't know if that's going to take place, that additional flight, but we always have at least 3 weekly flights from Madrid. And we are, in conversations to generate non-stop flights out of from Latin America, South America, and Central America. In terms of cruise ships,